Hello friends, I made some tuna cutlets. These tuna cutlets here get 2 cans of chunk like tuna in water. These are 4-ounce cans. It's Tuna is very good for health. It's more protein and you can add some carb and you can have it for lunch or as a snack. It's up to you how you want to do it. These open the cans and drain all the water. So because draining is very important because this here now I didn't drain it very well. So it is hard to make the uh, bind them together if it is there is more water. So you need to remove as much water as possible. I mean all of it. The ingredients we need for this is finely chopped onion, like maybe a small half onion is fine. You don't have to put too much. If it is too much, it's hard to bind it. And salt and turmeric is a optional thing. You don't have to have turmeric, but turmeric is it's not only gives a color, it's good for health too. It gives some kind of taste too. So and a boiled, very very well boiled, it is, you have to be able to mash it with hand. That's what the mistake I made here today, but it's not the end of the world. You can still do it. But if you could mash it with that, you can use less breadcrumbs. So the mistake I made was I didn't boil it very well. But anyway, you need salt, turmeric, onions, finely chopped cilantro a little bit, maybe a tablespoon. Even onions also, a couple of tablespoons is more than enough because if it's too much, it's hard to bind. And some people put peas, finely chopped or grated carrot, or finely chopped tomatoes and all that. It's up to you what you want to add. It's kind of fish and vegetables, everything in the same item, so you don't have to eat them separately. And you need breadcrumbs for that. I'm showing you one method now with the breadcrumbs mixed in there. And there is another method which after you make that's the potato masher, you're mashing the potato, but I failed because I didn't cook that very well. So I decided to cut it, but if you could cut it very finely, that's good, but I didn't do that either, but I managed somehow. But potato is potato anyway. It tastes wonderful with, or it's already boiled potato, and however it is, it tastes good. But the purpose of this putting the potato here is to bind well inside and we'll be able to make the patties very well. But I messed it up, so that's why I had to use more breadcrumbs. But in case if you drain the fish can very well and mash the potato, if you could mash the potato very well, then you don't need that much breadcrumbs. There is no measurement of the breadcrumbs. It's up to your, how you could bind it, it's up to you. One method is you can just add all the ingredients and make patties and roll in breadcrumbs and okay, there's one egg we need. I broke the egg into that, and turmeric. It's a 1/4 teaspoon. I already measured, so I'm just pouring it in there. That's a 1/4 teaspoon measure. This is also a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I also need lemon juice. It's lemon juice or lime juice. It's up to your taste, whatever you want. It's about a teaspoon. So then breadcrumbs, you can take the breadcrumbs in a plate and roll the patties in there and fry them. That's one method. It's a little crunchy one. If you like it that way, you can make it. So onions, or you can just mix everything together and make a patty, and like a hamburger patty, you put it on a medium low flame, and fry them both sides with a little of oil. That's cilantro. My cilantro, I kind of cut it, wash it, cut it, and put it in a freezer, so that way it doesn't look very fresh, but it tastes so good though. Because it is not accessible for me easily to go to store, so I keep them all the time in the freezer so I can have it every day. So we need some spice in there. So this is a paste I make and keep, like it's green chilies, cumin, and ginger. I always keep it. I put a couple of, that's a half a teaspoon. I put a teaspoon in a whole, but it can be, I don't need too spicy, so you can add it as you like it. This is a kind of medium spice. If you want lighter, you can put less. Like if you don't like it, put some pepper. It doesn't matter what you want to use. It's up to you. So some kind of spicy stuff. My paste has green chilies, ginger, and cumin seeds. I put it approximately maybe about 20 green chilies. I put about a teaspoon cumin seeds and a couple of inches of ginger, and grind them and keep it. So it comes in handy. So what all we mixed? Tuna, boiled potato. See, now I'm adding the breadcrumbs. Lemon juice, onion, salt, turmeric, green chili paste. Instead of green chili, you can use pepper. Some might want to use red chili powder, or you can use some hot sauce too. It's up to you. Whichever taste you like, and whichever spices. So it's not a set measurements in here. So I'm mixing everything. It's hard to mix because my potatoes are so big chunks. So anyway, I managed it somehow. It tastes wonderful though. It tastes wonderful, but it makes your life easier if you're able to make the patties, you can make the patties very easily, like if you have everything right consistency. So you notice me making, like, I just brush some oil on the pan already, like okay, let me do that first. Just not too much oil. A lot of people I've noticed, they roll it in the breadcrumbs and put it in the deep frying pan, like, in the oil. So I don't like that much oil. So I just make it like we do hamburgers. Sometimes what I do is I put it in the oven on 350. Slowly, let it cook slowly. It is a tuna. It is already boiled potato. So it's not a big deal, but if it cooks slowly on both sides, it's a little crunchy and tasty. People, to make it more crunchier, people roll it in the breadcrumbs instead of breadcrumbs, adding the breadcrumbs and making it into a patty. So after you make the patty, put it in the breadcrumbs, roll it, and then fry. So, but anything tastes good. A little oil tastes always better. But if you don't want any oil at all, you can put it in a toaster oven or a regular oven on 350, 20 minutes on each side. So they come out wonderful. You will love it. It cooked very well. And you can eat it as a snack with the drinks, an appetizer, or you can eat with as a lunch or dinner, aside in the dinner, like main course, like, in the dinner. You can have some other items on the side, because this has protein, carb, everything. If you want some more vegetables, fruits, or something like that on the side, that's good. Actually, today this is what is going to be my lunch. See, I'm making a ball and then patting it into a patty. See, that big chunk of potato is coming on my way. So it kind of, if this potato is mashed and mixed well, you don't need that much breadcrumbs, and also you don't need, you can easily make a patty. And also, like, I didn't drain the cans really well. If you drain it, actually put it in a colander and leave it for some time. So let the oil, let all the water go away. Then you do it, it's better. But already this video is really long, so I just didn't want to do a lot of time wasting stuff. So slowly let it cook slowly on both sides. Sometimes, like, even in non-stick, you don't need to like spray oil. That's a lot less oil, but I like a little oil in there, so that's why I just used a couple of teaspoons. So all over, not more than that. If you don't want any non-stick, you can make it without any oil. The slow cooking can easily, you will be able to flip it properly without any hard time. So you can add, I told you before, like, you can add grated carrots, peas, and finely chopped tomatoes in there. But those all can, when you are adding those, remember that you are adding very little of everything. Even cut down the onions, like everything, because it's really hard to bind it. This is my favorite lunch item. You can eat it, like, you can, if when I have guests, I make these little smaller, so we can have it as an appetizer with drinks, and this tastes good, really good. Instead of having a regular tuna salad or something, this is a little different. See, look at that red, how red they are on both sides. It has to be like that. It is something different than regularly what you eat, tuna salad, sandwich. Actually, you can make a sandwich with that. Make a little bigger patty and get a bun and make a sandwich with that. Like, you can use some relish and maybe some mayonnaise, or maybe not. It's up to you. It's up to your taste, like, how you want to add things and don't use some of the things I used. It's up to you. There is no set rule for any anything, any recipe. If you know little cooking, like, you can tweak in little bit, whichever way you like it. It's up your taste. Everybody's taste is different, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be one way. There are several different ways you can cook. I hope you like this. Like, just try it. It won't take too much time. I just made it everything right in front of you, except for chopping the vegetables and all that. So once again, I want to remind you all the ingredients. Breadcrumbs, you need a boiled potato, very well boiled potato. It has to be very squishy, like, mashed. If you have some mashed potato, you can add that too. And 2 cans of 4-ounce tuna in water. If you like oil, you can try it, but I never use tuna in oil. And salt, turmeric, which is optional, cilantro. Cilantro is not a must either, like, that's optional too. So, but it tastes good using that. It's health-wise also, all these items have benefits. So 1 egg. For 2 cans of tuna, it is 1 egg is enough. 1 potato, 1 medium small potato is enough. And drain the tuna very well. Drain the water very well out of the tuna very well. and salt, turmeric, cilantro, potato, egg, breadcrumbs. You can do another, again I'm reminding you, you can use breadcrumbs inside, add them inside, or just roll the patty in the, after you make the patty, roll it in the breadcrumbs and fry it. So today I added inside. Look at those. Those are well cooked both sides and they taste very good. I hope you like the video. If you like it, subscribe it. I'll put more videos. Like it and subscribe it. Thank you very much for watching.